Arachidonic acid, possibly the best muscle building supplement for home workouts. Arachidonic acid creates inflammation in the muscle. It's already naturally occurring in the muscle, so when you work out, that inflammation and soreness you feel is largely a result of the conversion of arachidonic acid in the muscle to prostaglandins. That inflammation triggers your body to know to heal that muscle greater than it was before, to make it bigger and stronger than it was before, as a way of adapting to the stress that you're putting on the muscle. So what happens when we increase the inflammation inside the muscle? Then we increase the healing response. Therefore, if you create this much force and this much trauma in the muscle, but you signal that there's been this much force or this much trauma based on the increased amount of inflammation, then you get a super physiological amount of muscle growth. This is why athletes use this for building much more muscle, much faster, and much more strength, much faster than is ordinarily possible. Now, arachidonic acid is naturally occurring in the muscle already. When you lift weights, you're already activating your natural storage of arachidonic acid, converting it to prostaglandins, and therefore signaling the muscle growth, which also, by the way, sensitizes the muscle cells to your own natural hormones, such as IGF, testosterone, and other local growth factors. During home workouts, it's a little bit harder to work out as hard and as many different angles as we do in the gym. So the reason why we're using this as part of the home workout protocols is because we're not able to work out as much, as quite effectively as we're in the gym, but by increasing inflammation, we're making our muscles think that they've worked out as hard as we did in the gym. Now, it is a multiplier. However hard we work out, it multiplies the muscle growth by that. So if you work out harder, you're going to get more muscle growth. If you don't work out at all, arachidonic acid is not going to build any muscle. Zero, none. This is different from things like anabolics and PEDs. PEDs can build a little bit of muscle with no physical work whatsoever. Arachidonic acid is a multiplier. So you still have to do your home workouts. The harder you work out and the more arachidonic acid, the more effective it is. I have to give you a caution and a warning that if you take too much arachidonic acid, then all those things that you hear in the media about inflammation and omega-6 fatty acids and the fat ratio in beef and poultry and all that, it's all true. Too much arachidonic acid can result in systemic inflammation we don't want in our entire body. That's why it's important to experiment with it and figure out the right dosage, the dosage that gives us the inflammation in the muscle without spilling over and causing inflammation in the rest of the body. It's also what makes it one of the most fun supplements to experiment with, because you can actually adjust the dosage on a day-by-day basis and see how your body's responding. And that's what I love doing, is I love doing short experiments where I can manipulate the dosage and the protocol on a daily basis and notice daily results. Most of the athletes I put on arachidonic acid take 3 capsules at the end of their workout or during their workout. Just at the end of the workout with a post-workout meal is good. That's when the muscles are like sponges. They soak it up inside the muscle cells. So you're more likely to get more inside the muscle and less spilling over into other parts of the body. And they usually find that on the 3rd or 4th day of taking 3 pills post-workout, that they're very sore like the first time they worked out. They also notice that muscle growth starts happening faster, like when they first started working out, like those newbie gains. And it's for a lot of the same reason. It's that exaggerated inflammation response. And that's why I take arachidonic acid in spurts. I don't take it all the time. I take it until I feel the soreness, and then I cut back because I don't want the soreness to interfere with my actual exercises. And one last thing, I have had some people be non-responders to arachidonic acid. I notice with them that usually it's because they're not training very hard. They're not pushing their body to the limit. Now, when we're doing home workouts, we're not going to be able to push as hard in the gym, but we can still push hard. You want to work out to where you're feeling the pain inside the muscle. You're feeling the burn or you're feeling failure. And this can even be done doing push-ups. You can do this during sit-ups. You can do it during air squats. It just takes a little bit more effort doing it from home, but it is totally doable. And a lot of the athletes that I work with are doing that in conjunction with arachidonic acid with great success. So I know that it works from personal experience and from the experience of working with different athletes. So if you haven't tried arachidonic acid, I encourage you to give it a try and definitely let us know what you think, because I keep learning from all of you guys. All of your guys' experimentation and protocols and success stories is what I use to relay information back to the rest of the public, and we all learn from each other. Be swole and swole, my friends of freedom, pioneers of human evolution.